What are you doing, man?
Oh, well, I watched the footage back of our last one and I don't look good. And I have the hiccups to podcast.
Actually, I think you look really good today.
Oh, it didn't work.
Come on, let's do it right.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to the topic. What's the topic?
Okay, guys, welcome back. I have the hiccups. If you could scare me, if you could try and scare me through the podcast to get the hiccups out of me, I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
Today, the topic is Roswell.
Is that when you were hyperventilating?
Yeah, because I was trying to get rid of my hiccups. How do you normally get rid of hiccups?
Go dee-dee-dee.
Do-do-do.
Ka-ka-ka.
Ka-ka-ka.
Nee-nee-nee.
Nee-nee-nee.
See if that works. Works every time.
There is no way that just worked. What the fuck?
I have powers.
Whoa. Okay, that worked. That was really weird. I don't know why that worked. Okay. Welcome to the topic.
What's the topic?
Roswell.
Roswell? You gotta have more gravity. Yeah.
Now, for those of you who are like me that have no idea what the fuck that means, Roswell is a place that my dad and all these people keep referencing it. So I'm here to share with you the clips and explain what it actually is for those of you who are dumb like me. It sounded like a person. So Roswell is a place where they discovered a crashed UFO, but then the military turned around and said, no, it wasn't a crash. Basically, they tried to cover it up. It happened in 1947. This is like, I think, the first sighting, right? Or like the first time the world got rattled by it.
What happened was Roswell happened, and the papers got a hold of it and became headline news, and then 12 hours later, It was a balloon.
It was a balloon. A balloon, as they say. I found this interesting because the men who testify that they touch the actual metals are believable because they're old. And I think that the older that you get, the worse you get at lying and acting.
Right.
You know, I think it's easier when you're a kid to use your imagination and believe what you're saying. But these guys were like, no bullshit. These are the facts. And they're like, I've said it so many times. So we're going to pull this up to explain it better. Do you have anything else to say? Who are the two guys that are testifying, not testifying, but saying that they saw?
Well, it's in the clip.
Okay, let's do the clip.
Okay.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
According to my dad, there was a bad thunderstorm the night before. The next day he was out on the ranch and he found this debris.
The disc landed at a ranch at Corona, New Mexico. The ranchers turned it over to the Air Force.
Roswell was then home to the world's only nuclear air wing, including the B-29 that had dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima. The base's chief intelligence officer, Major Jesse Marcel, was dispatched to the ranch to investigate.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was assigned by General Ramey to take UFO materials to the Air Force Base. That means he was high up.
Okay.
He was a big deal on the base.
We had to follow the rancher out there. With just verbal directions, we know where to find it.
Marcel and another officer were the first military to arrive at the crash site. They came upon an expanse of unrecognizable debris strewn across an area the size of a dozen football fields.
There was so much of it.
This guy's so cute.
It was scattered over such a vast area. We found a piece of metal about a 1.5 to 2 feet wide and about 2 or 3 feet long. Felt like you had nothing in your hands. It wasn't any thicker than the foil out of a pack of cigarettes.
Okay, that seems weird to me. A foil, like, that's, how could that be a flying saucer?
Let him watch it.
Okay, I'm just.
There was so much of it. It was scattered over such a vast area. We found a piece of metal about a 1.5 to 2 feet wide and about 2 or 3 feet long. Felt like you had nothing in your hands. It wasn't any thicker than the foil out of a pack of cigarettes. But the thing about that, got me is that you couldn't even bend it. You couldn't bend it. Even with a sledgehammer would bounce off of it.
Okay, that's weird. I'm trying to think if there's any metal that I've touched that's really thin that you couldn't bend. I don't think so.
Metal?
Yeah.
I knew that I had never seen anything like that before.
Because when he first
As
said
of
it was
ra- as
thin
of
stuff,
now,
I was
I
like,
don't know what it
whatever.
Yeah.
It was not anything from this earth that I'm quite sure of. Because I was, being an intelligence officer, I was familiar with just about all materials used in aircraft and in our air travel.
Marcel was met by the commanding general, who told him to keep silent in the face of what was becoming a media frenzy.
Of course, they had a whole flock of microphones there. They wanted me they wanted some comments from me, but I wasn't at liberty to do that.
I wasn't able to do that.
But why wasn't he able to do it?
They're never going to get the full concept of the story.
Marcel was instead ordered to pose with wood, foil, and rubber debris from a conventional weather balloon.
All I could do is keep my mouth shut. And General Ramey is the one who told the newspapers what it was and to forget about it. It was nothing more than a weather observation balloon. Of course, which we both knew differently.
Colonel Thomas DuBose, who was also ordered to pose with the fake debris, describes how an iron curtain of secrecy slammed down.
This is the highest priority you could get, and you will say nothing. More than top secret, as he said it. Beyond that, this is the story we're going to tell the public. It was a cover story, the balloon part of it. In order, we don't have any more inquiries about what we picked up on the desert.
Okay, so when he first says, like, oh, the thin metal, I was like, okay, yeah, it could be anything. And then when he says he couldn't bend it, I was like, okay, that is weird. And then the sledgehammer thing. He just seemed like, the thing I liked about him, he didn't seem like he was trying to convince anybody of anything. He was just nonchalant. Like, I don't give a fuck if you believe me or don't believe me. Gooba, 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 ga. At one point, he did sound like Bill Cosby. At the end, I wasn't allowed to say it. I couldn't say anything. Or say he did something. It's not good, Bill Cosby. But it was that he wasn't allowed. And then it wasn't until there was the second officer that came on, the older man, then I was like, okay, if there's two people that witnessed it and are saying what happened, then I find that a bit more believable.
They were corroborating witnesses.
That's a good word. They were corroborating. And then after that, they closed the case because they were like, oh, it was just a weather balloon. Goodbye. The Rockefeller came along to Clinton and reopened the case.
Rockefeller was very interested in UFOs, and he wanted Bill Clinton, because he was the president, to declassify it or find out what happened to the debris and so forth. And Clinton didn't get anything. Couldn't get anything.
He couldn't get anything. And then there is, in this documentary, Phenomenon. It's Phenomenon, right? Not Phenomena.
Phenomenon.
Not the one with, what was Phenomenon? With, from Greece. John Travolta.
Oh, no.
No, not Phenomenon with John Travolta. Phenomenon.
This could be The Phenomenon or...
The Phenomenon. And then John Travolta is called Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Which he also is an alien in.
Right.
Yeah. And you guys can watch. We'll put the link to it. It's
Yeah.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon Video.
All I want to do is just get people intrigued.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Wanna say goodbye,
Bye.
How do you feel
Feel good.
about them?
We love you.
He loves you.
Love every one of you. Thanks for watching, and
Like, subscribe, and comment.
do that. And watch it till the end for some reason. All podcasts say that too. So
And he hates when they say,
in the beginning of a podcast, I'm out.
yeah, he's out. Bye.
Bye.